Good morning, Seven Lakes. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. As we begin another school day, let us take a moment to silently think about our day, our activities, and what we hope to accomplish.
Good morning. It's Friday, December 5th, and this is Spartan Time. I'm Mr. Bai, your Associate Principal, with some information about finals and your exemptions. First, let's take a look at the big exam schedule. The full schedule will be posted on the website with all the times for the bell schedule, but in short, on Tuesday, December 15th is your first final. It's 7th period and it happens in the afternoon. Wednesday has 1st and 6th period. Thursday, the 17th, has 2nd and 3rd period. And Friday, December 18th will be 4th and 5th period. Friday will be your only half day of the week. Transportation. Once again, the only early dismissal day is Friday, December 18th, and that day buses will run at 11:35 a.m. Every other day they'll be on their normal schedule. There will be no early final exams given. A student can't take any final exam before the assigned date and time. So if your family has made travel plans, be prepared to take your final when you get back in January. If you are absent for a final, you will receive an I, or an incomplete, for the semester, and you'll have 2 weeks to make that final up. You'll make that final exam up with your teacher in their classroom, and the deadline for that will be January 20th, 2016. Now, exemptions. This is some information that you are eagerly awaiting. Your 9th graders will get 1 exemption, 10th grade will get 2, juniors will get 3, and seniors in the fall will get 3 exemptions as well. With the exception of seniors, students cannot exempt the same class in both semesters. So if you exempt English in the fall, you'll have to take it in the spring. Students must attend all classes during finals, and this includes study hall, athletics, fine arts, etc., which means if you want to miss a study hall during final exams, you have to burn an exemption on that study hall. If you do not do this correctly, you could wind up losing an exemption. For your exemption requirements, if you have an A, you can have 3 or fewer absences, a B is 2 or fewer, and a C is 1 or 0 absences. This has not changed from past years. 3 tardies for exemption purposes will equal 1 absence, and all of these absences will total up for the semester. So in the fall semester, count your absences. A word about textbooks. If you're taking a semester course right now, such as health, government, economics, you'll have to turn that textbook into the textbook room in order to get your exemption card and take your final exam. If you have any discipline on your record, and I certainly hope you don't, but if you do, here's what you could lose your exemptions for. If you have an N or a U in conduct in a class, it can affect your exemptions. If you've been to in-school or out-of-school suspension, you've lost your exemptions. Or if you have enough Saturday or 3-hour or 30-minute detentions to add up to a certain amount, you'll lose your exemption. You can talk to your assistant principal about that, and it'll be marked on an exemption card if you've lost that exemption. Likewise, you could lose an exemption if you have any holds. So if you have a class fee or an athletics fee, haven't turned in some equipment, you could have a hold on your exemption card, and you won't be able to pick it up for that as well. Exemption cards are going to go out on Monday, December 7th during lunch, or before or after school in your grade level AP office. You must have your current Seven Lakes ID, this year's ID, to pick up your exemption card. If you don't have one of those, you need to stop by the attendance office and pick up a new one for $3. The cards will be due back to your AP office by Friday, December 11th, no later than 3 p.m. Now, power reviews. Power review ticket sales have already started. They started yesterday. You can still sign up and purchase tickets for that during all your lunches, as well as next week. The sessions this year are going to be Monday the 7th, Tuesday the 8th, Wednesday the 9th and Thursday the 10th, and then Saturday there will be 2 sessions at 8 a.m. and 9:45 a.m. Finally, if you exempt a final, you must leave campus or remain in the main commons. You shouldn't be hanging out in a class, you shouldn't be in a hallway. Just stay down there and we'll have some people there to keep an eye on you. If you exempt a final and decide to take it, the grade is going to stand. So you don't get to sample a final and decide if you like the grade later on. If you show up to take the final and that final is handed out to you, your grade's going to count. So be careful of that. Also, watch your absences because that gets some people in trouble. After your exemption card is signed, if you continue to accrue absences and tardies, you'll lose your exemption even after that card's signed. So be careful, be here, and be on time. So that's an overview of your final exam exemptions and final exams. If you have any questions, see your grade level assistant principal's office and they can answer anything for you. And now on to Spartan time.
Hey guys, I'm Shamir and welcome to the first edition of Tech Report. Today we're going to be talking about Sunrise, which is a simple app with a lot of functionality. As you open the app, you can see the clean interface. It shows a weekly or monthly view of your calendar. Adding an event is equally as easy. You just tap the plus, type in your event, pick a date, then click Add. Now one of the coolest features is the custom calendars. You can add sports schedules for the NFL, NBA, or any holiday you can think of. Furthermore, you can adjust events by class, adding different colors or symbols to organize different events at a glance. To wrap things up, Sunrise is one of the best free apps available for increasing your productivity with 4.5 stars on the iPhone. My rating is a full 5 stars because it's just that great at helping things get done faster. You can set events, add special calendars, and have it available on a bunch of devices. This has been the first edition of Tech Report. Shamir signing off.
Hi, I'm Kyle Howard. I'm on the boys varsity basketball team.
Hi, I'm No-Ups Kyle Howard, and I have no game.
I love when our crowd gets hyped after our team gets that dub.
I hate when my creative player gets stuffed on 2K.
I'm doing this every Tuesday and Friday night during the basketball season.
Don't be like this me. Come out and support our boys varsity basketball team every Tuesday and Friday night at 7.
"73% of young people admit that they have been cyberbullied, and 67% have witnessed cruel behavior online."
4 out of 10 people who have been cyberbullied have had it done to them more than twice. 58% of those people don't tell adults about it.
81% of young people think it's easier to get away with bullying online than bullying in person, and 15% of those kids try to avoid school due to cyberbullying.
The internet is written in pen and not pencil, so think before you post any hurtful comments or pictures about another person. Have you ever taken a class and wondered, when am I ever going to need this? In our Ag Mech class, students learn a trade that can land them a high-paying job in the metalworking industry. Let's take a look.
Alright, after high school, if you want to be a welder, you can go to a welding school, go for 7 months. After that, go to a pipeline, and you could be making more than going to college for 4 years. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I mean, the pipeline, they make like $50 an hour and per diem.
Well, right now, I'm working on a simple pull-behind trailer for the Katy ISD Ag Mech show and for the Houston Ag Mech show.
With welding, you can do multiple industries. Like you can go to automotive industry. You can also go into oil field, which is a lot very popular. Whether you're doing pipeline or you're on the rigs welding. There's also underwater welding, which you tend to make a lot of money, but is the most dangerous kind of welding.
Alright, so this is my go-kart. I'm making it with Joe. It's taken us the first 2 weeks of school. I was just planning it out, drawing everything out, trying to get the dimensions right. And then the third or so week, I started to get all the materials. I got wheels from a 4-wheeler, the suspension from a four-wheeler. I got the engine at Harbor Freight. It's a 212cc, 6.5 horsepower. I bought the cart off eBay, just like a used one, and then made the metal frame, and I'm almost done. All I need to get is the clutch and the chains and stuff, and then I'll be ready.
This is TIG welding. Got a torch, rod, and then a foot pedal down here. Overhead stick welding right here. It's gonna weld this over my head. Overhead.
My name is Mr. Packman. I'm the agricultural mechanics instructor here at Seven Lakes High School. I teach 3 different classes that you can be involved in, the entry-level class and 2 years of advanced welding classes where these students use stick welding, MIG welding, and TIG welding to incorporate different projects into this class. In the advanced classes, they build a lot of different things, anywhere from go-karts to trailers to shop equipment to stuff we need at our school barn, to little decorative items and little trailer hitches that we sell throughout the year. If you have any questions about the class, you can come see me in room 1313, and I can give you a little tour if you want to. Thank you.
Most of you have seen TED Talks, powerful talks of 18 minutes or less that spread important ideas. But did you know that the local communities can host their own TED Talks in the form of TEDx Talks? In fact, a bunch of Seven Lakes students are hosting their very own TEDx conference this weekend at Seven Lakes. Successful businesses and community leaders will be sharing their ideas with us. Come join us Saturday in the main commons to hear the engaging speakers address topics such as education, art, diversity, and advertising, and much more. The conference will start at 1 p.m. and last until 5 p.m. Tickets are only $15 per person, with a limit of 100 attendees, and food is included in the ticket price. Stop by Mr. Mitchell's room, 2677, to buy a ticket.